Hi, I'm Claudia St. I'm the president of Affinity HR Group. We are your HR partner and resource. So it's no surprise everybody's having a difficult time hiring talent, whether that is for their frontline hourly employees or their more senior level, executive level employees, and really anything in between. One of the questions I get a lot when I'm talking with employers across the country is, what are some good incentives that exist to try and make their offer to employees more appealing to them? And I think it's a great question, and I do want to sort of roll out some ideas for you to think about. The first thing is, who are you trying to hire? If you're trying to hire Gen Z or the youngest of the millennials that are out there, they might be interested in something very different than a millennial who is starting a young family and working their way up the professional ladder, as opposed to somebody like me, a Gen X, who may be looking for something very different. Make sure you know who it is you are trying to attract. I was seated next to a gentleman on an airplane last week, and he was talking to me about, he referred to him as his millennial. So his office manager and sort of right-hand person, and he said, you know, what was amazing was he didn't really even want that much pay. What he really wanted to do was to be able to travel and to be able to have a new MacBook or whatever that latest technology was. And so this business owner created a travel package that was part of the individual's benefits, not part of the compensation, but a benefit that was available to them. And when you think about it, the cost of a family vacation, a rental or a cruise or something along those lines, may be a couple of $1,000s, not insignificant for any individual to have to navigate. But from an employer's perspective, it doesn't affect compensation. It's not something that somebody has to put payroll tax on and benefit costs on. So there are a lot of programs, even for example, a leased car. All of these are much smaller dollars when we're looking at an overall compensation package. And what I can tell you is pay is absolutely on the rise. And so really looking for another way to create a strong incentive for your offer that doesn't create a new skew in your compensation structure is always a great idea. We know flexibility is incredibly important to everybody, allowing employees to work some portion at home. There are positions that can't accommodate that. For example, if you have a warehouse or a car wash or a production facility where you have to have employees on site, that doesn't mean that they don't get the opportunity to have flexibility. You could consider hiring a couple of positions that would fill as floaters and offer employees the opportunity to work compressed work weeks, or just shift your work week down to 4 days a week instead of 5 days a week. Allow them some additional time off. How could they view that flexibility? And the best way of going about it, whether it's looking for a generation or type of employee, is sit down with your employees and say, hey, we're looking to hire more like you. What would be some really cool perks if we were to put in place that you would be interested in, that would improve your employee engagement, that don't have to be related to pay? A recent Flex Job survey showed that employees were willing to, about 27% of employees were willing to take up to a 20% pay cut just to have some form of flexibility at work. So even though you might have positions that don't accommodate themselves to remote or flex work, doesn't mean that you can't put something in place. Even just driving through Starbucks, I saw that Starbucks now is offering free tuition reimbursement, 401k, and a free Spotify premium for all of their employees, plus free coffee. I mean, if they're working at Starbucks, they probably would like coffee in the first place. The point also is, many of you are offering 401k retirement planning. Many employees may not know, especially younger ones, what that means. Help yourselves, help your employees to understand the value of those benefits. Consider a benefit statement that shows a dollar value of what those benefits look like, or a schedule that shows how much money those employees could save over their lives if they just socked away a little bit of money as they're going along. there's a lot that you can offer to employees that goes outside of pay, outside of compensation. Ask your employees what they want. Ask your prospective employees. Imagine your prospective employees and what would they like. I gotta tell you, if you were gonna tell me I'd get a free cruise every year, maybe not in a COVID year, but that would be pretty cool. I might be willing to consider you over someone else who is gonna pay me $5 more an hour. So be creative. Also, don't forget to promote yourself. If you've got swag, if you've got your t-shirts, you've got your hats, make sure you're giving those not only to your employees, but to all of your prospective employees so that they can feel a part of the team while they're evaluating you as an employer. And as always, use your employees to promote your position through their own social media and their networks. We hope this helps. My best advice to you is the only limit to your ability to come up with cool and incentive benefit offerings or perks of employment is your imagination. So we encourage you to use it. We hope this helps. Of course, if you ever need any help or want to chat with us about this topic or any other HR or recruiting or compensation topic, don't hesitate to reach out to us, and we hope that you have a safe and productive work week. Take care.